I'm Kevin Trzynski, and we go to the Division II Finals out in Zeeland. We begin with the boys. Nathan Walker from Fremont High School won the Division II individual cross-country title back in the fall. The Purdue commit here would capture the 1600 and the 3200 run as Fremont would finish the day in 5th.
I'd like to say I've been preparing for the last 4 years for this day, but specifically just getting a lot of water, making sure that I was ready for the heat and being ready for anything.
Patrick Adams out of Allendale would capture the 100 hurdles. And we had an exciting finish in the 200-meter dash as Troy Cranford from Romulus would just edge out Dakota Mitchell from Fruitport by 0.4 of a second to get the victory for the senior. Another exciting race would be in the 100-meter dash between Austin Hamlin from Flint Powers Catholic and Jamal Haley from Bering Springs and Crawford from Romulus. And it would be the junior Hamlin by 0.2 of a second for victory, as the Chargers would be your D2 runner-ups. This day would belong to Frankenmuth. Here in the 4x100 relay, it would be the senior Daniel Barger anchoring the final leg and just beats it out for the victory. As Frankenmuth would go on to win its first state title since 2011.
Everyone always congratulates the coach, and it's always the kids that run, and obviously we put together the practices and everything, but the first thing I asked these kids on the very first day of practice was to be gutty. I needed them to have guts, I needed them to run as hard as they possibly could, and they have every single meet. Every single time that we've calculated seeds, everything that's the time that we've calculated points, anything, they've upseeded. So it's not me that's asking them to push themselves, it's not me that's asking them to compete, they do it on their own. It's great to watch, and it's fun to watch them do that, but they fight, and it doesn't matter if they're first or last, they fight with each other.
Let's go to the ladies. Shania Madison out of Bridgeport High School would capture gold in the 100 and 200-meter dash as Bridgeport would go on to finish in 3rd. Hannah Ankoviak from Allegan was also a 2-time winner in the 100 and 300 hurdles as Allegan would end the day in 6th. But this day would belong to Petoskey. The ladies won the Division II cross-country title back in November, led by Emma Squires. The senior gets wins in the 800, 1600, and anchored the win in the 4x400 relay, as Petoskey would go on to win its first ever girls track and field state championship.
Well, these past 2 weeks, we've definitely all been stressing about it and trying to sleep well and eat well and train well, and it definitely worked out well. We all peaked at the right times.
Well, I was pretty confident that they would perform as they have all season long. But it's kind of unusual to have goosebumps on an 88-degree day, and that happened several times today. One time when Sarah was singing the national anthem, and then of course different times throughout the day when the girls really performed well. So, yeah, pretty cool.
To watch more, head on over to MHSAA.tv.